Hello, everyone, and welcome to what is technically the cover episode of Saturn's Rants. Uh, I wish I didn't have to say this every time that I start one of these rant episodes, but it's been a minute. A lot has happened since the last one. We're now on episode 5, um, and we've gone through some name changes. Went from ST Purple Skull to Celestial Moth, and now to Saturn the Frozen. Um, but yeah, that's what's been going with this recently. But today I decided why not do something a little bit special. Um, I saw Markiplier play this game ages ago, and I went back to it this morning, and I figured, hey, why don't I do this myself for a rant video? Is it really gonna? Not really, but it'll work fine enough because I'm still blabbering as I usually do. So, without a further ado, let's hope for no technical difficulties in my recording. Let's go. Okay. Also, this is different than what I remember. Oh, oh, oh! This has been updated from when Mark played it. Huh. Interesting. Also, I thought things on that dude's chest were eyes. I think that's a chest. Maybe that is a hat. I can't actually tell. Now, in order to begin, this is the most important part of this entire experience. You'll be asked a series of questions and you must answer them honestly. Now, when I say answer them honestly, I don't mean answer them the way you'd like to answer them. Answer them with the truth, even if that's hard to face. We all want to be good people. We rarely want to admit our faults, grievances, or mistakes. But you must decide what you truly want. Do you want this to work properly? Do you want the truth about yourself or destiny in this world? Or would you rather live in a lie just to hide from yourself? The process is very simple in theory. Just answer a long series of questions. What's helpful in self-analyzing your psyche to evaluate the truths in your own mind and life so that way you can predict the future? Sounds hard. You see, as long as you're honest with these questions and answers, you'll be able to see your own future here. This will tell you things you already know, but don't necessarily know you know. As long as the answers you provide to the questions asked are 100% honest and true, this process will simply unlock a part of your mind that you do not have natural access to. This isn't psychic. This isn't a personality test. This is simply nature. This is you. This is your own mind. This is simply nature taking its course. This is the human brain at work unlocking hidden truths within itself. While attempting to answer many of these questions, you'll often wonder things like, well, this answer depends on circumstances. Create your own circumstances in your mind and answer the questions with a simple yes or no as you see fit. You may not understand nor realize it, but your mind will develop the situation prior to answering your question the way it needs to be answered. I invite you to grab a drink of water, sit back, relax, and enjoy the experience. We're about to begin with a series of questions, and provided that you're a willing participant, we will be unlocking some substantial information today. Here we go. Now, a couple of things. One, I'm in a name of a world that I do not remember off the top of my head, so I will get that at the end of the episode here. I wish I could remember, but I can't. And also for the list, it's funny. Grab a drink of water. I have some tea, and it's on my desk all the way across my room. Sit back. I'm standing. I am standing up. And relax. I'm standing up. Enjoy the experience. I can't do that bit. So without further ado, let's continue. Do you believe that you always treat others fairly? Not always, no. Do you believe that everyone should always be treated equally? Yes. Also, these are different questions. I like that. I was worried that I stopped watching Markiplier's video a little bit through just so that I wasn't spoiled on the questions, but they're different questions. That is good. Would you consider yourself to be an innovator? Unfortunately, no. I wish I could, but not really. No. Do you believe that you are worthy of someone's time investment? Not personal. No, I'm just here. I'm existing. I'm not really, no. Would you say that oftentimes you've given your time to others who weren't deserving of it? No. Actually, wait. Would you say that oftentimes? Oftentimes. I've had a couple experiences in the past, yes, but I wouldn't say often. No. Would you say that you sometimes have trust issues? Yes. Would you be alright with living alone forever? Now, with the trust issues, should I mention that or is that too? No. With the trust issues, I've had a lot of personal relationships with father figures in my life. So much so that my current father figure, I don't even call dad because I don't want, I don't want any more emotional baggage with associating people with being a dad. Like, I see him as a father figure, but I don't call him dad. I call him by his name. If that makes sense. But, would I be alright living alone forever? I interpret alone as, completely alone. So, honestly, no. And what I mean by that is, I need some kind of life. Like, whether, probably a cat. I need a cat or something. I can't just be alone in my own thoughts. No. I've answered no to everything so far. Do you always give someone the benefit of the doubt? No, I have times where I just jump to conclusions. Do you dislike the sound of your own voice? Yeah. Do you like the color blue more than the color black? Despite how my avatar looks right now, which I did completely retexture. This is the Chibi-Gen model, which is made by someone that I don't remember the name of. I completely remodeled this. Despite the colors on this, no. Black is just a lot more useful in most cases. If you found money in the street and you knew who it belonged to, would you give it back to them? Yes. Especially if I know who it belongs to. Are you sure you want the answers you seek? Not really, no. Also, these are the same questions, I was wrong. Are you afraid of spiders? No, not like normal spiders that you'll see every day. Like, if you were to talk about like giant spiders, those are fucking horrifying. Like, I mean like giant, like mythological that you'll see in like games or movies. I don't mean like anything IRL. I'm talking like eight-legged freaks or Harry Potter shit. Those absolutely yes, but I feel like one would be scared of those. Like Markiplier made the exact same point, but like I'm just kind of really though yes. But in terms of actual spiders, especially since I'm in America, no, I'm really not. Hell, I'm the one that everyone like yells at, like, "Hey, there's a spider! Come take care of it!" Because everyone else is too scared in my household. But if you knew you would emerge unscathed, would you jump in molten lava? If I'd emerge unscathed, actually no. I have this thing called pain synesthesia where if I think about pain too much, I start feeling it. If I jumped in molten lava, anytime I would think about the fact that I did that, or like if I would tell anyone that I did that, I would just start feeling it again. It happens with like me eating spicy foods. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. So, hell, even me mentioning that, because I've eaten the Carolina Reaper in one chip challenge. So, honestly, no. My original answer was yes, but like that's changed. Would you consider yourself to be fat? No, I am scrawny. Would you say that you have lots of charisma? No. Have you ever wished you could be temporarily frozen? No, not really. I don't like the cold. Like, I know it's probably referring to, like, you get temporarily frozen and then you wake up in the future, but, like, even then, no. I don't know. This is all very interesting. Do you realize that the last letter of the 5 previous questions, when put together, spelled the name Satan? I'm going to say no, but I do actually know that because I watched the Markiplier video not even an hour ago. Again, I only got a little bit in. I'll say the point where I actually stopped watching, once we get there. Does that make you uncomfortable? No, not really. Are you good at finding hidden... No. There's a reason why I don't have any puzzle games recorded on my channel. Are you now wondering what other hidden registers are placed with these questions? Yeah. Have you been entirely honest with your answers thus far? Yes. Are you afraid of the consequences for answering dishonestly? No. Unless you're about to put a virus onto my laptop. Were you aware that there could be potential consequences for answering dishonestly? No. Are you wondering how these questions began to take a strange turn? A little bit. Would you consider yourself captivated? Yes. Yes, I would. Very interesting. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Yeah, maybe. Okay, the more I think about it, not really. No. Do you view yourself as someone with an above-average intelligence? I used to. My life has fallen apart. Not really. As a kid, I did. Like, when I was, like, really young, but nowadays, it's just, like, not really. I just fall into the middle of the herd, I think. So, no. Have you been looking for hidden messages in these questions? No, I have not. I've been going through them pretty quickly, actually. I'm wondering which hidden messages you may have missed. Yeah, kinda curious. Have you begun to wonder how long this test will take or how many questions exist in this session? No, actually. Would you consider yourself to be a patient person? Yeah, I would say so. Like, hell, you guys haven't seen it yet, but I'm actually recording some Getting Over It. Like, Getting Over It with Benefati, and I actually haven't raged yet. And I made it all the way to the cardboard box section. So, yeah, I'd say so. Do most humans annoy you? Not... Some do, yes, but not most, I would say. So, do you prefer animals to people? No, the bonds that I've made with some people are way too strong for that. Although, if I hadn't met those people specifically, and you were just talking about, like, people in general, and, like, threw away that I've already met, yes. But, since I'm including the people that I've met and already know, and have, like, a strong bond with, no. Do you believe in magic? No. I love magic as a concept, but no. Do you believe in God or the existence of some form of higher power? No, I'm an atheist. Do you fear death? No. It's coming. Eventually. Are you attracted to someone... Well, I can stop there, but I'm going to read the entire thing. Are you attracted to someone whom you're not currently in a relationship with? No, I am aromantic. Aromantic, asexual. So, just a quick TLDR. I'm not attracted to anyone sexually or romantically. So, no. Yes, I did. Are you alone? Technically, if you were to define alone as you are in a room, 4 walls, and a roof, with no one around you, no. Because my room and my little brother's room is only sped up by some dividers because we live down in the basement. So, actually, no. My little brother is sleeping, or at least was trying to sleep, right over back there on a bunk bed. So, no. If I told you with almost certainty that there was something watching you, would you believe me? Not really, no. I may check just to make sure, but I wouldn't believe. Okay, now I'm feeling like I'm being watched. Great. No. Have you wondered who I am? Not really, no. Have you had shivers at any point during the session? Not yet. I'm just having a bad feeling of being watched at the moment, so no. Do you feel like you're being watched? Yes, yes. Have you considered quitting the session early? No. Do you drink water every day? No. No, I don't. Sometimes I forget to drink. Do you eat at least once per day, every day? I think it's been a while since I haven't eaten, but I have forgotten eating for most of the day, but I usually end up getting hungry before I go to bed. So, yes. Do you realize that there's a high probability that you missed a plethora of hidden messages this far? Yeah, but I'm not really looking for them. Are you wondering what they are? Kind of, yes. Would it bother you to never know without finding them yourself? No, I'm bad at finding these things out, plus that would take a very long time. Is your favorite number 7? No, it is actually 9. Actually, no, hold on, favorite. No, 9 is still my favorite. Partially because if you've ever watched the movie 9, it was about a bunch of puppets. Like 9 different separate puppets. Just if you look up the movie 9, it's literally the number 9. Great old movie. It's released on September 9th, 2009. 999. It's great. Life is short, but it's the longest thing that we'll ever do. Do you agree? Now, here's my thing with this one. Life is short, but it's the longest thing that we will ever do. Technically, yes. But let's say I were to be buried, right? Like you do. Am I rotting? Like if my corpse is rotting, is that something that... No, that's not something that you are doing in particular. That's not something that I would be doing. Because that's just a natural process that happens after you're dead. So, life is short, but it's the longest thing that we'll ever do. Live. Yes. Oranges cannot be compared to apples. Do you agree? No, not at all, actually. The shade, like, even if you were just to take their colors, orange is red, and then you can compare the colors, and you can... I've always been confused of saying that you can't compare apples to oranges. Like, yes, you absolutely can. They're both fruits. Their shades aren't too different in color. No. Venus is sometimes referred to as the morning star. Did you know that? Yes, I did. Everyone deserves a second chance. Do you agree? Yes. Because mainly, okay, so if you were to take, like, the worst people in history, they had their second chance, and they already ruined it, just by, like... I'm not going to say any specifics, but we all know the specifics that we would be thinking of. We all know what they would be. So, they already had their second chance, but they ruined it immediately. So, yes. You can do anything you put your mind to. Do you agree? I agree that the Y and T there should not be overlapping, and it is weird that they are. But I do agree. Anything that is within logic, if you put your mind to it, and actually properly work hard for it, yes. Obedience is more important than freedom. Do you agree? No. No. Yeah. Underwater adventures sound like a fun time. Do you agree? I think it depends on where you're going. Like Titanic, like if I were to go like... Yeah. Did you realize that the first letters of the previous 8 questions spelled the phrase, I love you? I did not realize that, and honestly, I forgot about that being a thing, so no. Do you wish to be loved? Not romantically, but platonically as like friends and family. Yes. Have you ever felt hated? Now this is actually where I stopped. Have you ever felt hated? Yes. And I mean... Oh, wait, no, it's not where I stopped. I remember Mark answering this. Do you have any addictions? No. Tea and bread are close, but I can go with it. So, no. Do you dislike the color pink? Now this is actually where I stopped. No, I do not dislike it. Does the color gray seem depressing? Kind of, yes. It's extremely dull and lifeless. Do you enjoy loud music? I'm one to put my earbuds in and go like blasting some music sometimes. So yeah. Do you like to dance? In VR chat in front of a mirror sometimes. So technically, yes. Would you consider yourself normal? No. Even if you were just to go off of like a normal person, just like physically a normal person, I'm autistic. So no. And then also look at my avatar. Do you love your parents? Not one of my biologicals. My mom. My mom is great. My birth dad, not really. But my current father, my current dad, I mentioned not really calling him dad, but I'm also not going to say his name. But my dad, the one I call dad, not the one I call dad. Hold on, I'm confusing myself, and I'm confusing you guys. And these things are unedited, so I can't clean this up. The one that I will currently see as my father figure is great. I love him. My birth father, not really. No. So I'm going to say yes, because I see my parents as the two that I personally see as my mother and father figure now. So, yes. Have you ever been lied to? It's kind of impossible not to be lied to. Yes. Do you get angry often? No, not really. I'm usually a more level-headed person. Do you hold grudges? Not many, but yes. There is one in particular. Have you ever forgiven someone? Yes. Most of the times, immediately, I don't really hold that many grudges. Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done, but you still did it anyways? Have you ever done something that you knew you shouldn't have done, but you still did it anyways? I'm trying to remember any specific examples. I can almost guarantee that yes. Yes, I have. Nothing illegal. I've never done anything illegal. But there's definitely been some scenarios where yes. Not any that I can think of off the top of my head. Have you ever lied? Yes. Have you ever cheated on a test? No, actually. Throughout my years, no, I have not. Well, that's reassuring. Do you think flowers are more beautiful than trees? Depending on the tree, some trees are very pretty. Actually, no, here's the thing. You get, like, a good area with pretty trees. Oh, no, I do not. Have you ever wanted to be an animal instead of a... I'm being called out. I'm being called out. Furry. Do you believe you have psychic... No, I do not. I wish I did. Have you ever seen a ghost? According to my family, yes, actually. I can tell a little bit of a story here. So, according to my mother, when I was little, so probably around 3 or 4 years because I could speak fully, and I was in the swimming pool, alone in the swimming pool. My mom was outside sitting, like watching me, and I had said the words, "Mom, I'm swimming with Grandpa." Grandpa referring to my mom's dad, who died when she was extremely young. I want to say 8, but I could be wrong. Her dad, my grandpa, died when she was extremely young, and I was claiming that I was swimming with him. And of course, at that young age, I didn't know that had happened. I didn't know who my grandpa was. So, according to my family, yes. Do you dream often? Yes. Not that I can remember mostly, but yes. Do you have nightmares often? I think I've had 2 dreams that I would classify as a nightmare that I could actually remember. It's not often that this happens. And, like, most of my dreams, even the ones that I would technically count as a nightmare, would they be, like, on the line of being a nightmare. Like, one of my recent ones, I literally watched a chunk of the moon crash into Earth and have, like, an apocalypse, like, blow up kind of thing. That is on the brink of not really even being a nightmare, so no. Do you suffer from anxiety attacks? No, but my sibling sure does. Do you suffer from depression? Not anymore. I used to. I'm out of that now. I'm like actually in the like happiest stages of my life at the moment. But no. Do you exercise often? No. Is there a particular type of food that you despise? Okay, type. Here's where you're getting me here. Type of food. I have some foods that I don't like at all. Yes. But there's no type of food that I dislike. It's just particular instances. So no. Would you consider yourself emotionally wounded? Yes. Yes, I would. Have you ever felt betrayed? Yes, very much so. Do you ever feel lost in life? I have, yes. Would you consider yourself a natural leader? No, not really. I've led in some instances, and especially for like things like group projects where like people wouldn't hold their own weight. I have taken charge in those moments, but most of the time, no. If you could push a button and destroy the world, would you press it? Oh, hold on. That's actually a really good one. Okay. Here's the thing. Destroy the world. Maybe if it were kill humanity, and I'm only saying that because humanity on this earth has made the earth much worse as a result. But the world is including the earth itself. And if it's the entire world, no. 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 I couldn't. Because the thing that I would be pressing the button for if it were humanity is getting destroyed along with this button. So, no. No, I would not. Do you sometimes dream of being a hero? Oh, do I? My brain immediately went to literal dreams. But if we're also talking, like, outside of it, not really. Like, I mean, like, outside of it as in, like, in imagination, like, I go help someone IRL, like, an actual thought. No. Have you ever been yes. Absolutely yes. Have you ever bullied someone else? Other than messing with a friend as a joke? No. Would you consider yourself to be a dreamer? I would say so, yes. Also, with the bullying thing, I've been... So, little fun thing. I am graduated, currently. But I am graduated and going into college at the age of 17. I'm not going to be 18 until September of this year. So I have been an extremely young part of my classes in high school and middle school and elementary for ages. I barely met the cutoff for the age that was getting into my preschool. So I started extremely young. And that led to me being the easy picking for any kind of bullying. Like, I think every year of my schooling, I can pinpoint one person in particular. Like, not one person over the course of all, but I mean, like, every year there was at least someone that bullied me, so. Do you sometimes hurt people's feelings unintentionally? Yes, absolutely. I blabber my mouth so much. Do you find... So, another fun thing. I mentioned going into college for astrophysics. Would you consider yourself to be an artist? Not really. Okay, here's the thing. My brain immediately goes, not really, because I'm automatically thinking artist as in, like, really good art. But, again, I read textured this model. All these colors weren't on this model before. And I've done my own personal art. If you look at my PFP, my PNG tuber on my streams, I've done those. But my personal term for artist is someone that does it either as their work or like is just really good at art. So would I consider myself to be an artist? No. I don't like my own art that much. But if I were to broaden out that term, yes. But my immediate thought is no. Would you consider yourself to be a good friend? I think so. I think so, yes. Would you consider yourself to be flawed? Yes, absolutely yes. Have you ever fascinated about being a supervillain or performing a heinous or egregious crime? Oh, wait, hold on. Fantasized. I haven't fantasized about this, but anytime that like I'm playing any kind of like prison game or anything, I always say that I burnt down an orphanage. I would never actually burn down an orphanage. But it's kind of a bit for me at this point. But I never actually fantasize it. And supervillain, maybe in like daydreams, but not really. Have I? Was there ever a moment? I think I have daydreamed about being a supervillain. Yeah. We'll say yes. Do you believe in perfection? No. Nothing can be perfect. Absolutely not. Have you ever stolen from someone? Not in recent memory, but I can about guarantee that some time in my life, whether by accident or on purpose, that I have. So, yes. Would you ever kill someone under any... Yes. Absolutely, yes. If anyone's trying to have any kind of threat to, like, my family's lives, yes, absolutely. If you had one day to live, would you tell anyone? This one's a hard one. Yes. Because here's the thing. In one day, I'll spend as much time as I can with my family. But there's people that I can't spend time with, and I don't... Oh, hold on! They'll find out one way or the other. Oh, but the answer's still gonna be yes, because I could tell one of my family members, like, hey, could you tell all my online friends that I'm going to be dead? Even if it's like the last couple seconds. Even if it's like the last hour. Yes. Have you ever told your darkest secrets to someone? Not really, no, because I don't have all that many dark secrets. Not enough to say darkest. Even then, those are being, like, locked up and key. So, no. Do you trust me even though you know nothing about me? Kind of back to the trust issues from before. Not really, no. Do you know who I am? Also, no. Well, I know who you are. Do you? If I appear behind you right now, would you scream? No, I'm not really a screamer. If I told you that I've been behind you this entire time, would that scare you? If you told me that, no. Maybe if you actually were behind me this entire time, yes. But if you were just to tell me that, no. Of course not. That would be silly, now wouldn't it? Kind of, yes. Would you consider yourself to be empathetic? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be nope. Again, a romantic. Literally, I consider myself to be a romantic. So, no. Ever been in a physical fight? No, actually. The closest I ever got was one of the said bullies from earlier had almost had one of their friends punch me in the face. The only reason why they didn't is because I was told to take off my glasses. And I didn't. I kept my glasses on and I kept on doing my work. And they weren't going to punch me in the face with my glasses on. Because obviously if that breaks and shatters, that's glass in my eyes. And a very big lawsuit. So, no. Very close to one. Are you prone to headaches or migraines? Yes, I had one yesterday because after graduation, I've kind of gotten into a boring monotony of like doing the same things, which causes a headache. Usually I would call them Sunday headaches because usually on Sundays it's like the beginning of my week. The last week I've already been doing the same thing, so that's usually the day that this would occur. But me being on break and having a lot of time to fill, yeah. Do you look at the ground when you walk? Yes. My neck is in shambles for it. Are you attracted? No, I'm not attracted. Period. To the opposite sex? Would you ever shave your head? My usual haircut used to be buzz cuts. Before my last haircut, I was just like, why not try something new? Just let my hair go out. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's part of the reason why I realized that I was also agender. Because I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, huh. I've never really cared about my masculinity, have I? It's like I looked at myself in the mirror and it looked like not really masculine or feminine. Like kind of in that gray area. So that's what made me realize that I was actually agender. So, would you ever shave your head? Yes, I would, because it is my old haircut. I've done it for most of my life. Are you attracted to muscular bodies? I'm not attracted. No. Do you ever dance when no one is looking? Yes, I do. Do you trust your best friend entirely? Yes. Actually, hold on. I don't trust himself not to get himself into trouble. So, our relationship is like, we're kind of like polar opposites of each other, but we became best friends somehow. Like, in like what we like, what kind of foods we like pretty much everything. And this led to him pretty much being the devil on his own shoulder and me being the angel, like, only because I would be the voice of reason for him wanting to do dumb things. So, not entirely, because I don't trust himself not to get into trouble. He's down in Florida now, so... Do you remember your childhood extremely well? Yes, I remember parts of it that I really shouldn't. AKA, I was really young. I once watched a man drown in a river. He was extremely drunk and wanted to show my mom and I how to swim like a dolphin. He went up, went down, rock against the head. Drowned. And I was extremely young at the time. Extremely. Yet again in the like 2 to 4-year-old range. Very young. So yes I did. Except for like times. If you tell me like to make a chronological list of when things happened, or just like give me a specific like event that happened and tell me like, hey, when was this? How many years ago? I could not. No. Would you rob a bank if you could get away with it? Fully get away with it. From my family and our financial struggles at the moment. Yes, I would. Do you ever dream about running from a killer? No, I have not had one of those dreams. Usually my dreams end up being, again, more catastrophe. Like apocalypse. Less so running from a killer, so no. Do you ever dream about falling off a cliff? I think I have, yes. Do you ever dream about being naked? No. I'm someone that doesn't like showing off their skin really much at all. Like, I wear hoodies all the time. So, this answer for me is a big ol' no. Yeah, no. Not at all. Do you enjoy scary movies or books? Yes, although the cliches have kind of worn on me. I don't enjoy them as much as I used to, but I still enjoy them. I still like them. My favorite right now is The Autopsy of Jane Doe, which kind of broke the series a little bit, and I like it a lot. Now, I'm speaking a lot, and I haven't drank anything in a minute, so before I press yes on this, I'm going to grab myself a drink real quick. And again, unedited, so enjoy this. The only editing that I'm going to be doing is at the beginning, like cutting to the beginning where I actually start speaking, because I had a little bit of setup that I don't want you guys to have to wait. But like right here, this is going to be unedited, so I will be back in a second. My desk is literally just right over there, so I can see my VR chat camera, like how my body's getting recorded. So I know I can know where I need to be on frame once I get back. So 1 second. I literally had to do that. My throat was starting to hurt. As I yap. I would have it over here, but since it's in a mug, I don't want to spill it. Because that would not be good. So my carpeted floor. That would be very bad. Alright, so do you enjoy scary movies or books? Yes. Do you enjoy comedic television shows or movies? Yes. I would call... Oh. So, yes. Do you like being... Do you like being the center of attention? No, I actively avoid it. Like, my own graduation party, if it wasn't centered around me, I would have been just in my basement hiding from people. So, no. No, I do not. Do you feel like something is always watching you? Not always, no. You have ever wondered what it would be like to go to space? Yes, I have. I would love to someday. Have you ever had an out-of-body? No, I have not had an out-of-body experience. Have you ever punched a nun? I want to. Not for any reason other than to be funny. But no, I have never punched a nun. Do you like dogs? But no, I do not like dogs better than cats. Cats are very chill and relaxed. Dogs are a bit too energetic for my liking. So, no. Although I have had good dogs in my life. Do you prefer to read more than you'd prefer to watch movies? No. No, I do not. I love a good movie. Are you still wondering why I asked if you were ever not? Not really. I was almost forgetting about it. Do you ever get starstruck? Yes. Yes, I swear. Best friend and I at a horror bus ride, right? Like the bus had like the entire like top half like removed. It was like a pretty much like a haunted house, but like outside, and it was like a bus trail. And it was a very beautiful night out. We were getting like in the middle of like the bus ride, we were getting chased by like a monster truck thing, and I just started looking at the stars. I just stopped paying attention to what was going on in the middle of a chase, like very high speeds. I just started looking up at the stars. So yes, very easily. Do you hate going to big parties? And so yes. I'm not claustrophobic but when it comes to people, like if I'm surrounded by people, I hate it. Like I can be in like a cramped space, just not if it's cramped because of the amount of people. I hate it. So do you hate going to big parties, social gatherings? Yes. I have to reread these just to make sure that I'm actually answering right. Is your favorite part of your birthday receiving presents? No, it's more so like people actually wishing me a happy birthday, just to show that I'm loved and I'm cared for. So, although it is nice. Seriously though, have you ever punched a nun? Like really, just BAM, right in the face, nun punch. No, I want to now. Did you laugh? Not at that, no. No, I did not. Did you say, what the fuck, in your head or even aloud? No, actually. I read it. Are you now eager to somehow get the opportunity to punch a nun sometimes? Yes. Give me a nun. Like, put me in the nun movies? What? Bam! If there's a hell, do you think you're going to it? One-way ticket, baby. Especially if it's like the Bible. Oh wait, hold on. I've heard possibly within Christianity, even atheists can actually end up in heaven. So, I don't really have any other reasons, because especially since most sins I'm not really inclined to. So, I always say that I have a one-way ticket more so as a joke, but not really, no. Do you enjoy fantasy fiction games? Hollow Knight, Cuphead, yes. Do you masturbate frequently? No. Are you wondering what constitutes frequently? No. No, I am not. Are you more than slightly uncomfortable right now? More than slightly uncomfortable? No, I'm just slightly. Just ever so slightly. Last couple questions made me a bit uncomfy. Is your mouth dry? Maybe I just went and grabbed a drink. Maybe that is true. Maybe you are reading me like a book just on this one question, but yes. Does profanity make you uncomfortable? Fuck, shit, pussy, ass, motherfucking damn bitch. No. Damn, I actually said that without stuttering. Holy crap. That was in a Insane Clown Posse reference. I don't really live in much, but my friend and I have played the Beat Saber song for, the exact song reference, I don't remember what it's called. But no. Do you believe in legendary beasts such as the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot? No. No, I do not. Are you poor with money management? Yes. 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 There's a reason why I'm wearing a savvy right now. Yes. Choose one of these numbers that you feel resonates with you the most in this very moment. 1, 7, 11, 13, 21, 69. 69 would be funny, but the actual number and its meaning, not really. So more so in this moment, I'm getting like creepy vibes, so actually, unlucky number 13. Choose one of these colors that you feel resonates with you most in this very moment. Is there purple? Yes, there's purple. I love purple. Choose one of these words that resonate most in the wicked, sick, plagued, wretched, toxic, vile. I'm kind of thinking plagued. A mixture of like plagued and sick. But probably more so plagued just because of the Plague Doctor mask. Which I love Plague Doctor masks so much. But the Plague Doctor mask is mainly what's setting me off. The only reason why I'm also saying sick is because my acid reflux is killing me today. So we're gonna go with plagued. Choose one of the... Okay. Blessed, glorious, divine, angelic, heavenly, celestial. If you remember what I said at the beginning of this episode, for a very short time, my New Year's name was Celestial Moth. Because of space. And with my VR camera, I can actually see what's behind me. Hello, stars. So celestial. Yep. Luck, skill, strength, agility, intellect, charm. That is very close to D&D things, which I don't know why, but luck is ringing out to me. Other than it just being selected at the moment. Luck. Oh yeah, because I mentioned unlucky number. Yeah, the unlucky number 13. Do you enjoy solving mathematical puzzles? Yes, I love a good Sudoku. And some other things. But yes. Do you speak more than one language fluently? No, I wish I could. Have you ever visited a country other than your own? I wish. I've barely even been out of my own state. I've been like 6 states, I think. In the US. So, no. Do you enjoy coffee? No. I don't like coffee. Do you believe in demons? No. No, I do not. Do you believe in angels? Also no. Are you afraid of sharks? No. This actually is a shark tale. Do you prefer baths over showers? No. Baths just... I don't know what it is. I just don't like baths. Because I feel like I'm sitting in my own filth that I'm trying to wash away, if that makes any sense. It's like doing the dishes and having, like, dirty dishwater. It's like the same thing, but with your body. So, no. Does the smell of perfume or cologne give you headaches? Sometimes, yes. You see a shadow move in your room a few moments ago. I am fully in VR at the moment, so no, I did not. I can't see my room. So, no. That's fortunate. Indeed it is. Indeed it is. Do you ever hear your name being called even when... Yes. In the past, I swear, I don't remember how many years ago. Like I said, like if you were to tell me a specific moment and tell me to say how many years ago, I wouldn't be able to. But I think it was sometime in 4th or 5th grade. Nope. No. 4th or 5th grade. Wow, that was a really short time period. But 4th or 5th grade, I was out at recess, right? And we had the playground, but like the actual area where the playground one was huge, and kind of in like a triangle shape, with one line being like the entrance to the school, one line being the diagonal that was like big, like into a big hill, and the other side being like another like brick wall, like for the school. And there's a bunch of windows. I was like pretty much at that end corner, like all the way to the left of the brick wall, and I heard my sibling say my name. No one around me. I was alone at this site. I was just trying to relax. My sibling was on a field trip. Not even at school. So, yes. Do things in your home often go missing and then reappear later? No. Do you ever hear footsteps around you when you're alone? No. Only ever really voices. Do you ever hear random knocking noises around you? Yes, actually. Yes, I have. Do you often look at the same time on the clock every day? Yes. There are, like, sometimes I'll have times just, like, stick out in my head just because, like, there'll be times that I look at my clock when I'm at work. There are, like, specific times. Like, sometimes I'll just be talking to my mom and, like, a specific number will just come up in my head for no reason. And usually it's because of that. So, yes. Have you ever felt your feet being grabbed at night while sleeping? No. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do. I have 2 cats and a dog at the moment. Is your favorite color green? No. It's up there, but it's not my favorite. Are you attracted to a family member that is gross? Alabama. Alabama's not actually the worst state for that, actually. It's just Alabama's the one that got the stereotype labeled. They're not even the worst state for it. I don't remember which state actually is the worst, but it's not Alabama. I'm not attracted to anyone, let alone a family member, so no. If you won the lottery, would you share the money with anyone? Yes, absolutely. I would take care of my family first. That's not even just like a thing that I'm saying. Does it sound nice? That is like what my first priority would be. Like, buy off the house that we're currently living in, because we're currently renting. Like, just buy it out, at the very least. So, yes. If you could be the dictator of your own country, would you accept the role? Dictator. There's my issue. If I were able to run it well... Actually, that is my issue, being able to run it well. I don't think I would physically be able to take the burden. No. That country would probably end up in shambles. Do you ever wonder what it'd be like to be in the prison? No. No, I did not. Do you like fishing? No, anytime I've ever tried to fish, it was never successful, so it's just... I never got into it personally. Do you like hunting? Also no. Do you like camping? I haven't camped often, but I wish I could more, so yes. It's a good time. Do you know, do you like guns? No, not really. I couldn't, I just don't want to kill anything. And guns, well, are usually used for that, so, no. Are you getting tired of answering questions? Not really. I'm just tired because my sleep schedule is crap at the moment, so I went to bed at, like, I want to say... I don't even know what time, but I got 3 hours of sleep, waking up at, like... I don't even remember what time, but I only got 3 hours of sleep because the earlier I go to bed, I can't... My body won't let me sleep for a good amount of time if I go to bed early. I have to wait until, like, after, like, 2 or 3 o'clock just to be able to get sleep, because I'm a night owl. Like, if I even try and go to bed at, like, 10 o'clock, it doesn't work because I wake up at, like, 1 or 2. Usually, like, 2.5, 3 hours after I go to sleep, if I go to bed anytime earlier. So, I'm only tired because I'm physically tired, not because I'm tired of answering questions. So, no. I'm actually having a good time. But do you consider yourself to be kinky? No. Again, there are always the asexual part of that. No. Eyes are the window to the soul. Do you agree? My thing with that is it's also... If you're including eyelids as well, kind of yes, because you can definitely see a person's intentions within their eyes. Like, especially if they're not looking at you and actively paying attention. So, yes. Do you always keep your promises? No. Unfortunately, no. Would you ever completely trust someone who's lied to you? I trust my family. My family has lied to me in the past, but I completely trust my family. Yes. Are you an only child? No. I have mentioned my sibling, which I'm saying sibling because they are gender fluid. I mentioned my little brother, and those are my 2 biologicals. So no, I'm not an only child, although I am the oldest of 3. So, no. Do you ever enjoy being drunk? I am currently a minor, being 17, and even if I were 18, the legal drinking age for America is 21. So, no. Do you like tattoos? I have one! I have one on my left arm, which is a bass and treble clef into the shape of a heart. So, yes, I do like tattoos. Do you enjoy being high in any form? No. My family has very much so wanted me to try, because my household has medical marijuana. They have very so wanted to see me high, but I haven't agreed, so let alone enjoying, I haven't been high. So, no. Do you believe you have a soul? My thing with what we see a soul as being, yes. But not, I don't mean like a ghostly soul, because I don't actually believe in ghosts. Despite the story I mentioned earlier, I don't believe in ghosts. But if we're talking soul personality, yes. Absolutely, yes. I'm not soulless. Did you cry this week? No. No, I did not. Unfortunately, I may be agender, but I'm born male. It's hard for me to properly express my feelings, especially with crying. I don't let myself cry. Not because, like, oh, men don't cry, but more so because of something that I didn't cry over that. My brain is just like, oh, you didn't cry over that. Why are you crying over this? It's a self-guilt. But, no. Which I may mention that story eventually, but just not today. Are you upset with someone right now? No. No, I am not. Is there someone you're not being completely honest with daily? Daily. Daily. Every day I'm lying to them. Is there someone that I'm lying to every day? No. No, there is not. I had to think about that one. Do you understand how this works yet? Now you're making me question, because this seems like a simple me answering yes or no questions, which would make me assume that I do know how this works yet, but if you mean like how this is gonna give you any kind of like meaningful answer to anything, no, I do not. If you answer the questions twice, your truths may change. It's not just about answering the questions, it's about the time you spend answering them and the combination you answer them in. It's about many different variables you could never guess. Do you understand? Yes. That does make sense. Are you wondering if the end of the test is coming soon based on the previous question you just answered? Kind of, yeah. If I were to tell you that... wait, hold on. If I were to tell you that this entire process was planted here for you, specifically you, to learn something about yourself and anyone else that bothers using this is just a byproduct of this and its intention, would you believe that? No, I would not. Because, honestly, I don't think I'm that important. So, no. Are you afraid of being abandoned? No. Because it's not something that I see happening anytime. So, no. Are you afraid of dying alone? Also, no. No, I'm not. No. Do you worry that one day you'll be unexpectedly murdered? No, that's never been a worry to me. If anything, I worry more about my family being murdered than myself. Don't read too much into that. But, no. Are you always on guard, waiting to fend off an attack? The closest I am is that I do have a knife on my desk in a sheath. Mostly for opening boxes, but it is there if need be. But not always guard, no. Especially when I go out, I don't bring that knife out. Do you feel like I know you yet? No, I do not. There are still a lot of things in my life that I have not mentioned, although I mentioned some stories. But you are not getting those stories. You're simply getting yes or no questions. The stories that I've mentioned, you will never know. So no. Have you heard any strange noises while answering these questions? No. The only noises I'm hearing are from the soundtrack here and my fan. I haven't heard anything strange, so no. I think we have enough information about you. Whether you skipped questions answered honestly or dishonestly, took loads of time to respond, or answered quickly without reading or understanding properly, I've been able to tell. I'm calculating your results. I'm analyzing you very carefully. I'm judging you. Based on what you've told me, this is what I can conclude. Now, I'll have to finish watching the Markiplier video later just to make sure that these are like actual different things. But here we go. If anyone has been put in a box in this lifetime, it's you. And that just isn't a feasible thing to do with someone such as yourself. I think you know that, so. You don't belong in a box, you belong on a pedestal, because you are magnificent, whether you understand it, realize it, or even accept it. You might not like to think of yourself in that way for the fear of sounding or even feeling arrogant, but let's be real here. People look at you and your first thought is negative. You get uncomfortable. They're not looking at you for the reasons you think. They're admiring you. They're even somewhat intimidated. You give off such a powerful aura about you that people straight up don't know how to handle your presence. They can even appear a bit standoffish at times, but that's not because they don't want to know you. They just don't know how to act around you. You're not like other people. You think it's a problem with you, but it isn't. It's a power to be admired, though it's often misunderstood. Unfortunately, it's often misunderstood even by me. You need to understand that no matter what you do, not everyone is going to comprehend who you are and what you're capable of, both good and bad. You will, however, find someone who you can open up to completely, because they will be that special key to unlock the gate you keep so guarded. You need to do your best to open up, though. Make yourself a bit more accessible. Give people an opportunity to get to know you. They'd absolutely love what they see and hear. You need to build some confidence, or simply fake it. They won't know the difference. Trust me. One thing you do need to be careful of, however, is trusting what people say and taking it to heart when it's negative. People don't like you for whatever reason, don't dislike you because there's something wrong with you. They dislike you because there's something wrong with them. No one who truly got to know you could ever dislike someone so astonishingly in-depth as you. One thing you need to realize is that you might not be as good as some people say you are, but you're definitely not as bad as people say you are either. It's important to live a healthy medium. If you don't understand yet, one day very soon you will. You see, your word is justice. Remember this word. This will come in handy. Take the secret word that was assigned to you at the end of your session and leave it in a comment for us. We will be selecting some of you to be included in future projects we're currently working on. This is a genuine opportunity to be a part of something forever, to have influence on the creation of something major, and we've done so before, and will continue to do so for as long as you'll allow us. If you do not wish to be a part of the upcoming project, simply leave your secret word out of your comments, and we will not select your name. We appreciate any and all comments, and we always read them on a weekly basis. This is still an ongoing project as of 2025, and we'll continue to read comments across all of our games, as we are constantly creating tremendous opportunities for players to be involved in them. We are working on several games that would involve player interaction, some of which players name characters, and some of which players will be able to honor a lost pet. Oh, that's cute. This is our way of giving back to the community that chose to support us across our titles, and a way to memorialize those precious ones we've lost along the way, giving them a forever home in the cosmos. We currently have a tremendous amount of submissions in the game, and we are collecting more every day. This is a passion project for us, and we really hope you'll be a part of it. Every time we finish a game, we involve players in new games that are in creation. So this offer never expires, and you are always welcome to join us in years to come. Thank you for taking the time to answer these questions. I hope this has been of some help to you, and if it hasn't, then hopefully you were able to pull something positive from the experience. If you've enjoyed your experience, you can find the test reality check, as well as many other games on our curator page in our bundles, or simply on the title screen. The test reality check is a bit more in-depth and may impact you even more, and although it's the 7th installment in the series, it's a standalone title that you can jump right into immediately, experience everything it has to offer right away. We are always trying to involve players, creating meaningful interaction, and let others influence what we build, because honestly, this community has been so positive and amazingly supportive along the way. Truly, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you more than words can express. Please spread the word. Let us know you exist, and let us show the appreciation you deserve for taking time out of your busy day to support small creators like us. Oh my god, So, remember the question about if you've felt chills during the session? My answer was no. That's completely fucking changed. Genuinely? that was the most touching thing I have ever read. Because it's. I do down myself a lot, and he even called out a specific one specific line. I'm something I'm going to do is I'm going to close the display capture, which is the test, like the game, so I can just sit down and talk for a moment. Because after that, I think I need to. Genuinely. And I don't even think I actually have to get up. Hold on. I don't. Hi. You're seeing a little bit of this now. Two things I need to do. One, I need to exit. Exit. Okay, exit that, and then OBS. Okay, there we go. Oh, I need to talk for a moment. I need to. Okay, let's. Also, while I'm at it, let's turn up the volume for this world real quick. And I can also check the name for you guys as well. Okay, there's some sound. And the name of this world is Spirits of the Sea. Made by. Who's it made by? Hold on. Oh. Crap. Did I not see who it was made by? Did I see who it was made by? Ah, by Maki Maki. M-A-K-I-M-A-K. But genuinely, after that, I do need to talk some, because, like, wow. Let me grab you guys. But, oh, my body's still twitching out like that. Okay. Good? Nope. Okay. I guess we're just gonna stand up still. We're just gonna stand up still. But, genuinely, when I was saying one particular line, it was a line about, like, how letting those, like, words of, like, you're not the issue, like, all those things that it was saying, when it was saying that, like, although you don't want to make it seem like you have a big ego, one of my mentalities is that I crush my own ego to keep it down. I kill, like, any compliments that I ever try and give myself or anyone else tries to give. I actively try and crush them to myself, just that way I don't let my ego get inflated. Because I don't want to have a big ego. I don't want to be... I don't want to be the center of attention. But I should let at least some of those in. Like I said, I really should let some of those compliments in. Or else it's just going to make me think myself way worse than I actually am. Because when I was saying I'm not as bad as anyone says, it may not be meaning it this way, but to me, that anyone is myself. I don't like the sound of my own voice. I don't call myself an artist because I don't think my art looks good. I knock myself down every chance I get. No one says that much crap about me than I do myself. So I really should let some good things in. Because, in retrospect, I've done a lot of good things. I have. Some of my art, I genuinely do have a good one for. Like, some of these videos, I still go back and watch. Despite hating my voice and not thinking I did the video as well as I could, I still go back, I still watch them, and I still love how I make, but I don't compliment myself for them. And any compliments that I have gotten for them, I kind of shrug aside. But I should let some of them in. I should. And the fact that it also mentioned the fact that I need to get out of my bubble as well. Like, and I can't just be kept in a box. It's true. I came out twice last month. Both as a furry and as a gender. And I also came out to my friends in the same way, even though I was worried. Like, I know that's probably not what I'm doing, but I came out. I got out of that box. That metaphorical box. Got out of it. Even though I wasn't in it for long, especially with a gender, I was only in that box for a week. I came out pretty early. But the furry thing, I was in that box for a while. But I got out of the box. At least for a gender anyways. I came out to my parents about the furry thing, which they were fine with, because they have tails. They have tails, which I didn't think about. But genuinely, I'm getting out of that box. At least trying my best to. It's just I really do need to open up more. I think I have found that person that I can open up to, it's just I haven't. Because I've seen myself over the years as like an emotional punching bag. I let people come to me and open up to me. So that way they can vent their struggles, their grievances, because you can say a lot of things to me and I will be fine on the outside. Instead of them, I'm someone that's good to talk to. Because I won't blow up, I won't stop and be like, hey, this is a bit much. I'll just keep on going, even though mentally it might be a bit much. And genuinely, I really should open up to someone. I don't vent to people. Oh, sorry. I'm not the one venting to people. I'm not the one complaining about my grievances, my struggles. Because I want to be that anchor for other people. I don't want my own burdens to be on someone else. I never do. But it's healthy to allow yourself to do that. It's healthy to vent. That's the reason why I let other people do it. So why can't I let myself? Why don't I let myself? And again, I do think I have found that person. Great friend of mine. But I just need to let myself do that. And I also need to open up more to other people. Because I'm sure that the game's right. I'm sure that anyone would be glad to see me. Anyone would be glad to hear what I have to say. People that I don't know that would love to potentially meet someone new. I'm sure of that. But my own fear of messing it up. My own fear of not my own social anxiety keeps me from doing that. I stay in my shell. I really should get out. Again, I mentioned the fact that even at my own graduation party, I would just chill down in the basement if it wasn't even about me. I don't like meeting a lot of people. And it's not like there was a lot of people at my graduation party. I don't like socializing with people I don't know. And I really should get out there. I really should. Open up. Because the box Sure, I can't be kept in a box, but I can at least open it up for people in. Let other people into my box. Let other people see me for who I am. Make new experiences. Find new communities. And this even extends out to like the way I play VR chat. Even at worlds called Furry Talk and Chill. Talk and chill. I'll just go listen to music in front of a mirror and not really talk to anyone. Because I'm not good with socialization. But how are you ever going to get good with socialization if you don't go out and do it? So... the game, the test, if you want to play it yourself. They said they're still working on it. I wasn't even going to make a comment because I figured that my chance would have been long gone. They're still working on the project, so I'm going to make a comment myself. If you want to play it for yourself, which I greatly recommend, because this has touched me emotionally more than I thought it could. If you want to play it for yourself, it's on Steam. It's called The Toast. It's extremely cheap. It's not even $2. Well, $2 if you have tax, but barely even $2. So if you would like to go play it yourself, please do. I may make it a tradition thing on here for the Saturn's Rants. Every 5 episodes have the 5th one be doing this the same thing I did today. Just with the next game. So, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching this. This was a great experience, a great way to start off my day. There'll be another Saturn's Rant soon. I need to make up for the fact that I didn't do one last month. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and supporting me through everything so far. And have a great rest of your day. Also, thank you for watching this far.